on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera.
Coach, the city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What? Green 80! Got it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Check nickel.
On second down. It's Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That second down play nets a -4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On third down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Check. Walk 54. I got it.
On first down, Sellers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run here with John Kelly. And an alley to run. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That good for 19 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 43. Kill. Tighten up. SOS. One. Switch. Check.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. This is Carson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 13. Watch the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Still going. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
They'll run on first down. Sellers, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. This is Grant. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Grant with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry, his second sack of the night. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
That's it. The mic. 57's the mic. Here I come. Hey, alert. Check 6 guys. Ankle. Bang, bang.
Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
36. Look for signals. Go. Mike 57.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's caught. Lockett. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 0. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Time to go.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Watch twist. Alert flare. Check.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. On first down, Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Watch twist.
On second and 12, Wilson forced out to his left. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his fourth touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 13-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Bound to lose one.
Mariota to throw it. And it's complete. This is Austin Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey, check. Mike 57. Mike 57. All day, baby. All day.
Mariota on first down. He's going deep for Brown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Switch. Check.
Now it's Carson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So he'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Lady. Right there, 54 Mike. It's our time. It's our time. Come on, Dan. Come on, Dan. Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54. 54. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Grant on the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
Now a give right side. Grant looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Mariota. He finds Humphries. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
21 yards. First down, Tennessee.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. First down, Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Austin Prohl, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road, How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
57 to Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Out of bounds at his own 40.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Second and 3.
Check. Fresno.
Now it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Wilson to the Seahawks, looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Let's go, 14. Jam. Good, guys. 4 down.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 4. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett as time expires in the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Myers connects on the PAT. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long here for Mario. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up second and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They run again with Carson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be second and goal. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I'd be looking.
And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Grant, 59 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown. Titans. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 3 buzz. Check nickel.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 25 yards that time.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
On first down, Sellers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Squeeze, double. Sponge.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mariota. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 2-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
Clear. Echo. Watch the twist. Check.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Under 10. Check it out, read.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Got it. 57 to Mike. 57. I got one. Check 50. Rush in. Bang out.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Check 50. Check 99. 14. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You can't block me. Shit.
Now it's Wilson. Able to find Isabella. Now he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Andy Isabella, 85 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Myers connects on the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. Point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run. This is Lewis. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't. 3. Set offense. 54. Right, 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. Open man here is Pro. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well left. Check. Crunch. 6 guys. Check.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. It's caught. Lockett. And some room to work. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead.
36.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They will run with Grant. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mariota. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Grant, 48 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, the spin. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Check it to 6. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Jack. Watch out. Hold up.
On first down, Wilson rolling to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. On first down, it's Carson. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? Alert, alert. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check three. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch twist. Check 52. Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count.
From the 45 on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
14. Switch. Shit.
They run it with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mariota to Lewis on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Got him in. It's Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
57's the money. 57's the money.
Here's Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
On first down, it's Grant, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They go back to Grant. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check 31, check 31. Patch it, patch it. 25, 25.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Titans, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 5 and 3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.